are things you ought not to say to the man whom you're in a relationship with. One of it is never compare him. Please don't compare him with your previous relationship. Don't compare him with your siblings at home. Don't compare him with your neighbors. Don't compare him with your friends' relationship. Let him, be you. As he portrays himself, you can correct him in love. Tell him things you like in love, but don't start comparing him. That is how so God so and so. No, this would affect your relationship, if not ruin your relationship. This have a way of making your man have low self-esteem, because he will always see himself as whatever he does, he can never pleases you, and then you tend to always make him feel as if someone else is better than he is. Whatever he gets for you, whatever he do, learn not to compare him. Appreciate it. That is his strength at that level. A time is coming where he will get even what more than that for you. Comparison can go a long way to affect your relationship negatively, even without you knowing. Sometimes it could be that it is at the verge of breaking. That is when you would even realize everybody is unique in his or her own way. Everybody is peculiar in his or her own way. Learn to appreciate him just the way he is in whatever he does to you. Appreciate it and not compare him. So another thing I'll talk about is never you attack his ego. Men are egoistic. Men have this natural pride in them. No matter what he says to you or does, there is a way you can even correct him in love without it portraying as if you were attacking him. As much as possible, please don't attack his ego. Especially when you are outside and he tends to make a point, you are now making it look as if, oh, shut up, you don't even know what you're saying. Let me talk. It's very, very wrong. Learn to agree with him on some issues. You don't necessarily attack him often. Compromise calmly and be prayerful. This requires prayer. If you compromise and then you are still bothered that this step he's taking might ruin his life or affect him in a way or your relationship, go back to God in prayer. Learn to communicate with God in little things that pertains your relationship, because when it leads to marriage, that is how it continues. You're already used to talking to God about every little thing. So report every little thing back to God, and God have a way of handling him. Okay. So the last thing I'll be talking about is don't threaten him for any reason, and don't put him under unnecessary due pressure. Being a man alone is a pressure on its own. And then bringing up your own nagging, your own threats, your own pressure, and adding it up to him can even affect his productivity. If your friend received a car as a gift, that doesn't mean you threaten or put your man under pressure to get a car for you. Men are in sizes. People varies. The strength of your friend's man is not the same strength with your own partner's strength. Your friend's partner could afford to flaunt her to every country of the world, take her on vacations, buy everything he feels like. But then your own partner might not be at that level at that moment. Please don't put him under unnecessary pressure. So accepting him into your life doesn't mean you are doing him a favor, and doesn't mean you should put him under undue pressure to provide things for you, which he might not even have the strength or capacity to do that. And I also see some ladies threatening their men at some point. You threaten him by maybe you want him to get you something and he's not able to. And then you'll be like, if you don't get this thing for me, I would quit this relationship. Do you know what it means to be? Please stop doing that. It is very wrong. It is very wrong. It is for a purpose you guys are together. And when you see that purpose not being achieved, you can quietly, peacefully walk away. You guys are not doing each other a favor for being together. It is God that has brought you together at that point in time to fulfill purpose. So threatening him can affect his self-esteem, can affect his level of productivity, would affect even how he behaves and relates with people. Don't threaten him for any reason. And then have it in your mind that you are not doing any man a favor for accepting his proposal. Rather, you are being together to fulfill a divine purpose. And if that purpose is not being fulfilled, please peacefully walk away and allow him to have his peace of mind. This would go a long way to help him and help you also. So I hope you found this informative and helpful. Do well to subscribe and stay subscribed. I'll see you in my next video.